What the fuck?
I had to sign into Roll20 as well.
It like logs you out after a week. It's really annoying.
Why am I getting an error code on OBS? The hell?
What? There are people that log in every day? That's preposterous.
I know, right?
I think it's like 6 days is how long it takes, which is really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if it was like a security thing, you'd think they'd just log you out every time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Security token of some kind.
Ready when you are. Yep. Zenith, are you there by chance? This is gonna be the time that we're gonna have to do our audio adjusting.
You mean geared?
No, Zenith is gonna do it for us.
Oh.
He's gotta get onto it so he can. Oh.
He has a commercial.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just to make sure.
Commercial.
Yep, just to make sure. Let me actually turn up my volume.
I'm also just going to go ahead and say this now, and then so hopefully everyone will remember. But I'm going to be switching screens. You're going to see me drop out of the game. I it's all good, but I appreciate it if we just didn't address it on the stream again.
It's fine. All right, Zenith, you there? You good to go?
It should be.
Okay.
Are we live?
Yes, we are live because
Oh,
we need to do audio adjusting.
hi everybody.
It's
And
perfectly
yes,
fine here.
and yes, geared. I turn off sound alerts for D&D.
No.
Yes. All right. Zenith, how am I coming in? Can you actually hear me better? Oh, that's been an issue. Test 1, 2. Cool. All right. Let's go through the list. Geared, speak so that we can audio adjust.
Well, why don't we just do the introductions, and we'll do it that way. Do everyone one at a time.
Okay, we do that. All right. Well, let's start with Geared.
Why do I always have to go first?
Because you're first up on the list.
I want to join Blake in the corner.
Too bad.
You're the only one of us who actually streams.
That is fair.
Too bad. Waluigi time.
You can find me on twitch.tv/thegeargolem. I stream games. I try to get new games when possible. Yeah. I'm a variety streamer. Stuff like that.
Cool.
We have fun.
Zenith, did he come in all right? Hopefully. All right. Luke, where can they find you? Geared's a little low. Okay, let me turn him up in Discord. Let's do
that. You can find me pondering the multiverse here from my little cube. It's I didn't have anything funny to say prepared today, so I'm just winging it. There is an octopus on my Xbox wearing a bowler hat.
The what now?
How am I coming in, Zenith?
Luke says you're. Zenith says you're good.
He said I was
Appreciate
a bit low, but
yeah, I turned Geared up.
Renzu must be heard.
Our boy sitting over there in the corner, not wanting to talk to us too much. Mike.
What does that mean?
I don't know. You seem to like that corner a lot. You good over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Where can people find you other than in the corner?
when I'm streaming, if I stream Blake Takada 23 on Twitch, but that's not happening for the foreseeable future until moving out situations. So just
Okay.
here on Sundays.
Okay. Brent, where can people find you?
Places. Twitch.tv/Zetimus, same shit, honestly. You
Okay.
can also find me here on Sundays and various other places around different streams and whatnot. Nothing amazing.
Okay. And last but not least, Zach, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where can people
Yes.
find you there?
Twitch.tv/Zaden. I want to establish some sort of streaming regimen, but life and things.
Yeah, unfortunately, life and things are a thing. All right. So it looks like we're all coming in pretty good now. All right. Good. Maybe a bit low. Okay, 1 second. Let me turn him up a little more.
Who?
You, Xena says you're a little low. Let's do that.
Huh.
I just turned you
Quick,
up.
Zach, say more things.
Stuff and things and stuff. Potatoes.
What's your favorite fear?
What's my favorite fear?
He's trying to make this a thing. My least favorite fear is the fear of the ocean.
Hmm.
My favorite fear is anatetophobia.
Anna, what excuse
Oh,
you?
what now?
Anatetophobia. It's the fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching you.
That's oddly specific.
Isn't it, though?
Very specific.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what mine's called, but mine is the fear of 1 second. Oh, good. All right, cool. Thanks, Xena. Um, crap. I just lost what I was thinking. Something to do with the multiverse.
That's worth fearing.
Yes. Okay, so according to Xenith, we are good. Was there anything we needed to go over before we start up? Anyone got any questions? Anything they want to address first?
no, I think I'm good to start.
I'm
Think
questioning
we are-
why Zed put butts in the chat.
Because I could.
Now,
I
does
missed.
this mean that Shang's going to be with us more often now? Now that we've got everything behind us?
We will have to find out.
Okay.
This time on Avatar.
All right. Does anyone else have anything to go over? No.
Nope.
Okay.
No, I think we had a successful run last weekend. Pretty
Oh.
successful in our case.
Okay. All right. Well, then I guess let's get started. Does anyone want to try to get us caught up?
Hmm.
Ignore the wisdom save. Check. Me and
No,
Zach did
look
it
at this.
last time.
Lend us your wisdom.
Oh, look what Zenith wants me to do.
God. Zenith, I will fight you.
Mm, I don't even have Twitch popped up, and that sounds hilarious. Whatever happened.
No, Renzu, stop.
Take us away, Chavez.
Wait,
Okay.
it didn't let me do it. No.
Okay. 1 second. Where is? No. Never mind. Let's just not do that.
Hey.
Oh dear God.
No,
It was only 100, so.
not not this again.
Renzu has disadvantage for the next
No,
100
it was
d20 rolls he makes.
it was a request from chat, so I had to do it.
Okay.
Why are you looking at chat?
I'm always looking at chat.
We should always be looking at chat before we start. That's why we always do our introductions.
All right. Well, chat. We will catch you later. Let me pull this up. Okay.
We love you, chat.
Bye, chat. We love you.
They moved the button, but I used to keep it out in I used to keep chat out in a pop-up. Now I can't find it.
All right. So previously on Avatar, or in the world of Avatar, the group finished their rescue attempt on a Fire Nation camp that led to 2 villagers being freed and 2 spirits being freed as well, or what they assume are spirits. Krug, and a orc spirit, and Victor, a tiefling spirit. Other than that, no witnesses. Our happy-go-lucky group here became murder hobos in a way. They returned to the abbey, took care of their 2 freed prisoners. Um,
Our new friends.
well, the humans, not the spirits. They got taken
Oh,
care of. They had a few moments of conversation between one between each other, and Victor made the group aware of a quote unquote spirit army. And that's where we're gonna start off tonight. So do nope. Let's do that one. All right. So it at this point in time, it's actually fairly early in the morning. You guys fought and rescued like middle of the night, so you're probably sitting around 6 a.m. And you guys are in the kind of in the back section, like where you previously had set up your camp. Uh, last time you were at the abbey, and Victor just dropped the bomb on you guys about there being a spirit army as he's sitting there sipping his tea, looking back and forth at you guys.
yay, T.
Yay. T.
There. Um, let's pull that one over. And okay. Victor keeps sipping his tea. Looks over to Renzu. Renzu, this is some good tea. Where'd you get this?
I bought it from here.
Hmm. I'll have to remember that.
You didn't happen to take any from that Fire Nation camp, did you?
I got fire flakes from the camp. I didn't find any tea.
Can I get some of those?
Yeah. I yeah, I thought I already shared it with him.
Oh, well, Brutus will be munching on them now.
Roll me a Constitution check.
Check or save?
Let's go with the save.
Let me just provide some ambiance here.
Oh god.
Hmm. These have a bit of a kick to them.
Yeah, they're a little spicy. You're not quite used to, just straight fire flakes. You're primarily, if there are fire flakes in the Earth Kingdom, they're more like broken down. Kind of like with with Thai spices, where it's just like flakes, like ground up flakes thrown on top of stuff. So you're used to them being like mixed into your food and not just on their own.
You know, I'm constantly hearing the jokes about Earthbenders not having very flavorful cuisine. Well, I'm sorry. At least I can still taste my food. Frickin' Fire Nation destroying their tongues with their spices.
Are you from Space England now?
Ugh. Anyway,
So
continue.
I have. Where did it go? All right. So you guys want to do a few things. First off, does anyone want to actually get any sleep?
Yeah.
Uh, oh, are we not waking up? I thought.
No, you guys came straight back to the Abbey after rescuing the prisoners.
Oh yeah, I mean Gia is probably gonna be exhausted, so yeah, I'm gonna try and get some shut eye.
All right, so G is gonna go down. Anyone else?
Uh,
Yes.
yeah.
All right. And Shang, I believe you were gonna set up your tent camp thing, like just like in the trees, just a little
Yep.
out of sight. Okay. All right. So you guys sit down for a little while. Well, you guys sit down for a long rest, so you guys will get benefits of that. And you wake up. It's probably pushing 2, 3 ish now in the afternoon. And
Oh
you
no,
guys,
our sleep schedule.
um, you guys wake up to the sound of like villagers kind of mulling about. The clanking of a hammer on anvil. Um, in front of you guys, you're actually seeing. Uh, well, for anyone who is actually waking up and moving around, you're watching Victor and Krug kind of. While you guys were down, they decided to stay awake. Victor set up like a target board kind of thing, like a dart, not a dart board, but like a target board, and Krug is over there punching trees. Uh, where is that? Let's do it. Victor turns around, and look. Ah, you're all awake now.
Ugh.
Pre takes a little bit of curiosity with the target board setup.
He walks up to you, pulls out a dagger, turns around, and throws it at the board.
Do you? Oh, do you mind if I give that a try?
By all means.
Pre
Uh,
pulls.
yeah,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Pre pulls out a dagger and attempts to throw it at the target.
All right, roll the hit. Yeah, you definitely hit. You're almost right on, right in the middle. Nice shot. Yeah, widen your stance a little more and try this one. And he hands you one. He hands you one of his daggers. It's a little smaller in shape, but like a little longer in length. Uh, Go ahead and roll to hit with advantage because you're
Same
getting
dagger
help.
throw or
Yeah.
same dagger input.
Yeah, another dagger.
Okay. 16.
It's a little more off. You're like 2 rings over from dead center. Um, it's not the same kind of dagger that you're used to, so this makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ooh,
Well,
these, get used to these ones.
yeah. Well, unfortunately, I've only got 3 of them now. But if we come across more, you're more than welcome to have some. You can hang on to this one for in the meantime. So he hands you a dagger, one of his. Do you do you go ahead and put him in your inventory as a spirit dagger? Um, you'll roll with advantage with that dagger.
Okay.
Uh, you don't quite take me as a ranged fighter though. What else can you do?
Well, I can forge my own daggers out of my water bending.
Waterbending. Huh. I want you to try something for me. And he takes up a few stances. Do you want to follow me if you can? And yeah, he whooshes around and kind of kicks his legs and his arms in like a fighting stance. Roll me a Arcana.
Okay.
Roll me an Arcana with disadvantage for this one.
Hey, hold on. Trying to save this. Okay. Arcana with disadvantage.
Yes, because it's not a stance that you recognize.
5.
Yeah, yeah. Again, like it's not a stance that you practice yourself. Um, it's kind of weird when you go
Definitely
to
tumbling
what
around.
a little bit. Like your footing seems to be a little off, and you know when people are showing someone else how to like shoot a bow or like swing a sword, something they're always like put your hand there, move your feet this direction, raise your elbow, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of doing the same thing with you. While that's going on, did it? See, Rinzu, I think you want to do something.
Oh, was it to make the quick release latch for Naga?
Yes.
There's
So for this,
that.
what was that?
There
I
is
didn't say
that.
anything.
So for this one, where you guys are at, uh the blacksmith is probably gonna be the better one to ask for help. And Gia, did you want to ask him, talk to the blacksmith as well about the cart?
Yeah, if Renzi's gonna be heading over there, I can tag along.
Okay.
We don't need any more squished gnolls.
Yeah, Gia's gonna just wake up. She's just thoroughly sawing logs in her tent. And then she's just gonna wake up kind of groggily. And she's gonna like create like a little ice mirror to kind of look at herself with her water bending. And you're just gonna see she's gonna see this. I'm assuming like perm of like untangling braids and singed hair from yesterday's battle, and like she only like half took her armor off and shit like that. She's like, great. I'm just gonna literally just water bend all my braids back into place and just try and like smooth everything down and like wash myself as best as possible and be like, God, I love being a waterbender.
Okay.
I'm assuming Renzu just kind of tags along and tells me what he's doing.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head over to the blacksmith.
Yeah.
You walk over, and again, it's the same dude you saw last time. He's in there, and he's looks like he's forging another sword. Clang, clang, clang.
My good man, may I borrow some tools to tinker with?
What tools you need?
I don't know
I'm not
what's
even
in a
gonna
tinker's toolkit.
I'm not even gonna say anything to him. Just give him kind of like something of a salute from yesterday, or yeah, yesterday we talked to him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking for tinker's tools.
Yeah, he hands you some tools. Or he doesn't hand you. He points over to a small little table that's got some tools that he's not using right now. You can use those for right now. I need them back though. Clang, clang, clang. He seems to be a little more focused on getting this sword taken care of. All right, what do you want?
Yeah. Our wagon has taken something of a beating along the road. I was wondering if you had any supplies that we could maybe like fix the roof up with. It seems to have come off.
He picks up the sword, looks at it, dips it into a bucket of water he's got next to you, turns to you, rubbing his hands in his apron. All right, give me a second. Let me look what we got here. Um,
Yeah, take your time.
all right. While you guys are doing that, Brutus, Shang, was there anything you guys wanted to do?
Shang's just going to be in his camp waiting for shit to happen.
Okay.
Yep, and Brutus has bent himself a nice place to sit, and he's just going to be basking in the sun.
Okay.
Can you earthbend sand into glass to make a mirror?
No.
You can't earthbend sand unless you're a sandbender.
You also need, heat to be able to turn sand into glass.
I mean, when you don't have heat, you can use pressure, so I don't know if you could or not.
I'm going to go on err on the side of not understanding a word of that.
What is pressure to earthbending?
Yeah. All right.
But you've never put water in a now I can't think of what it's called. A suture, and then pulled it, it boils it.
All right. Well, back to
Yeah.
the game at hand. Krug
Itch.
Krug walks up to Brutus and not really even caring about it, grabs you by the arm and yanks you up and drags you over to Victor.
Hey, you wanna? Oh, where are we going?
That is no small feat.
And he just points to Victor as he's making his stances with Pri.
Hi, how can I help you?
He gets behind you and starts moving your arms and legs in the way that Victor is.
Okay, this is happening.
Uh, roll me a flat Arcana check.
A flat arcana? What do you mean flat arcana? Just
It'd just be a straight Arcana check.
okay.
420,
Sure.
baby. Sorry.
For you're not quite picking it up exactly what he's trying to teach you. Things seem to still be kind of stiff and not necessarily sore, but like kind of still waking up from actually waking up in the yesterday's encounter.
kind of fog in the brain type of.
Yeah, like that fog in the brain that happens like less than an hour after waking up. Like you're not fully there and not everything is quite clicking.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening with me?
Roll me an
Apparent-
Arcana. Roll me an Arcana with disadvantage.
Apparently, an orc is trying to-
11.
Wow.
What was that?
Apparently, the orc is trying to ragdoll him.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of
You
what you're
just
getting out of this.
you just hear Brutus going, "Hey, ah!"
This doesn't feel right. Something's
11.
things aren't natural here.
Things shouldn't bend that way.
Earthbender should stay on the ground.
I mean, you're still on the ground. You're just, being controlled.
Okay, what's going on here?
Roll me an
Let's
insight check.
get down to business.
Insight, 8.
Something about what he's doing and trying to mimic Victor. You get the feeling that he's trying to get you to copy him.
Brutus shakes himself loose, looks over at Victor, and just says, "All right." And tries
Sorry,
to
he doesn't speak much.
Stoic type, I see.
That's fine. I will attempt to mimic the stance.
All right, roll a straight Arcana check.
But fuck you. Roll 20.
9. Oh, again, you're also kind of waking up as well. I mean, you guys literally just woke up. The only difference is that you're waking up with like the full light above you, so head's a little hazy. There's a little bit of a glare in your eyes.
Ugh. Did I drink any rice wine last night?
Croup just shrugs his shoulders and stands back a little bit while you guys practice, or while you guys change up your
Brutus,
stances.
yeah, Brutus doesn't know he doesn't even see this as training. He's just like, all right, what is this clown show that's going on right now? So he's mimicking, he's going with the flow.
Okay. I'm assuming Pre's still doing it too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, to the best of her ability.
All
at
right.
this time.
Both of you roll me another flat Arcana check or straight Arcana.
Give Daddy what he needs. 8. Getting all the bad rolls out now, folks.
Pre 6. Yeah, you guys aren't quite getting it. You got your footing down, but like the hand motions aren't quite getting there.
This is a hilarious start. This is basically the comedic start of the episode.
Mm-hmm. Victor looks at
You
both of you guys.
clearly have masters training what looks to be total noobs at something.
Yes. Victor looks at both of you and let's take a break for a little while. You guys go eat some food and we'll try this again later.
Brutus, confused, goes back to his sitting spot.
Hmm.
All right.
Doing just a little bit of vertigo. She Pre goes, yeah, okay. I'm definitely gonna need to sit down after this.
All right. Well, this isn't something for you to get right away, but we'll try again.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, looks over to Krug, and they just start fighting, like sparring, fighting between each other. All right.
Hang on. My roll 20 is acting up. I need to.
Okay.
Okay. No, I just got a notification saying, "Oh, connection to server has been interrupted." I was like, "Uh-oh."
Hmm.
Fine.
All right. Gia and Renzu.
C.
Yep.
So Renzu, you just got a few more tools for Tinker's tools, and Gia, the blacksmith comes up to you. All right. Well, these should do you for now. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of stuff to give, but I guess you can make do with this. And he gives you some like small, not necessarily small wood, but like some pieces of wood, like 3 feet long, give or take, each one of them. He gives you a probably like 7. You get about 7 pieces of wood, like 3 foot long pieces of wood.
Okay.
You get like a handful of nails, and he passes you one of his smaller hammers.
Okay. And I'm sorry, we talked about this before. Did you say that he had like? Would you say he had any like canvas or like a tarp of any kind that he could spare?
Yeah, it's not like a big one. For the size of your guys's, for lack of a better word, carriage, wagon,
Me-
cart thing.
Yeah,
Um,
it's basically getting overhauled into a covered wagon.
yeah. It's enough
Renzu
to.
will,
What's
Renzu
up?
will throw her one of the hemp rope he has in his bag and say, "This belonged to your ship."
Ah, thanks, that'll help. But I'm gonna turn to the blacksmith and I'll be like, "Thank you very much. How much do I owe you?"
Where is?
Because Gia's from a place where resources are scarce. She's not gonna not pay this guy.
Yeah. For the supplies that he gave you, 1 gold piece.
Oh, beautiful. I'll go ahead and just throw down 2.
Uh, Thank you. And he goes back to the sword.
Yep. Take care, old timer.
I'm not that old.
Just kind of giggles to herself. She walks out with the supplies.
All right. So you guys head back over to the cart and I guess proceed to work on your various things.
Do I need to make a roll for the? Because
Yes.
Renzu wants to use the scrap in his from the uh smithing guy's stuff to make the
Okay.
quick release glass, as to not waste anything.
Okay. What would that be? Roll me a roll me an intelligence check.
For what?
Uh, just to figure out how things would fit together to do so.
Should I roll with my
Actually, yeah.
tinkerer's tool?
Actually, yeah. Never mind. Tinker's tools.
Because that's just a d20 plus 2, but roll 20 does something weird with tinker's tools. You're not supposed to use
So,
a stat.
so it'll ask for what? God, what's it called? Which one it'll roll? What stat it'll roll off of? So it'll
It's
be
well, tinker's tools is supposed to be so if you're not proficient with tools, you just do a flat roll. But if you're proficient with it, you use just your proficiency. That's why I'm confused with how roll 20 it does it because it
well.
It,
asks.
I
Roll
know
20.
exactly what you're talking about. It's a stat that you can change in the little gear icon, but we can fix that later too.
But there's no way just to roll with your proficiency. It has to use an ability, and I'm like, it doesn't use an ability. It
Then
just
just
uses
roll a
proficiency.
d20, then add
Yeah,
your proficiency.
because I had the same problem with my vehicle proficiencies. I had to mess with the skill, and it took me forever to figure out how to get it right.
I don't know why it said 0 successes. I rolled
I
a 13.
don't know why that did either. That's new. All right.
I
Yeah, I don't know why that rolled up. Well, it's not the greatest of uh put togethers, like, but it'll kind of do. It'll work for what you need to do for right now.
okay.
Roll me an animal handling.
Me
Yes, because you're gonna need to get this fitted to Naga. All right.
18.
Yeah. No, that worked. Um, she gets a sense that she's not necessarily comfortable with being latched in the way that she has been, so she has let you do it, kind of sniffing around, not moving a whole hell of a lot, but she understands what you're doing
Cool.
to the best that a polar bear dog can. All right. While you're doing that, Gia, let's see, roll me a. God, what would that be? Um,
I mean, I'm not proficient with like anything but like navigation tools, unless this would be a part of land vehicles.
um,
Oh, well, the reason why it did that is because it said exploding and I had none. Oh, wait, no, I don't know why I did that. I just put it on it. Never mind. I don't know why I did that.
yeah, I don't know either.
That's stupid.
Uh, God, what would it be to roll for fixing stuff?
To
I
fix stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think without like any kind of tool proficiencies from me, it would just be like a base 20, right?
I'm thinking of that or either an intelligence check just to see if you understand how it's supposed to go. Yeah,
That's the
let's go with
same
that.
thing.
Yeah, let's go with that. Roll an intelligence
Yeah.
check.
That's not coming through. Okay.
Mm, there he is again.
Sorry guys, I'm having some technical difficulties here. It is not letting me roll. Nice weed. So
If
let's
you want
try this.
There it is.
Did that go?
Yes.
Okay. Ah, this sucks. I love your roll 20, but you change your stuff all the time.
All right,
It's
so
not always for the better.
yeah, so you got a 16 on that one. All right, so you it's not the same thing as what you as like a boat or the sledge you used to up in the northern water. Oh, excuse me. It's not the same as anything up in the northern water tribe, but a roof is a roof. And you ramshackle what you can together. You drape like what spare cloth you can get. You use some of the rope to tie it down. The beams are all in well enough places to keep it from leaking too much.
You said you see, hey, give me 7 that I can fit across the top there. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'd probably like kind of weave them. Like I'd uh, put down 3 evenly spaced, and then nail the tarp down to the edges and to a few of those boards, and then put 4 on top of that. So it just kind of holds everything together.
yeah. I mean, it'll do in a pinch. If you get hit with like really bad rain or really bad weather in general, you might get some leakage here and there. Um, but yeah, it works for now.
That's okay. I have a plan for that. I know exactly what to do. So bring it on, elements.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and while Gia is just on top of the cart, just kind of nailing everything down, she's gonna look over and just take a second to, uh, you know, call out to Rensu. What are you doing over there to my polar dog?
Quick release latch.
Oh, hmm.
I guess he would proceed to demonstrate what it does.
Yeah. You're not gonna roll for that. You just do so.
Is it like something that like I could like detach her from the driver's seat, or is it like something that like I have to like go up to her and then detach it?
Renzu would have put it next to the saddle, so you could detach it well on her, not in the seat of uh
So it's attached like
the driver's seat.
the arms of the cart.
Yeah.
Gotcha. She also does not have a proper saddle. Like we just kind of been like lashing things to her.
Yeah.
Um,
Renzu will go back to the blacksmith and try to jury rig a better saddle.
Well, I mean, it's a polar bear dog. She doesn't for riding. She doesn't need a saddle. Um, it would be more something specifically for
like
pulling
a
the bulk of.
makeshift cloth of some sort.
Yeah.
I I imagine we would need to go to like a big city, like something where they like have like, oh, I don't know, like those rhino things or whatever. Not that I know those exist.
Yeah. For
I
the
mean,
sake of it, something more specialized would definitely be. Some places got money.
you could always borrow the one that's on the ostrich horse.
I mean, the
That
one
would
you
be
guys
like,
don't have.
no, I did that in the last session. Remember during our downtime, I made sure that me and Shang went back and got it.
That's something you'd have. That was something I was gonna have you guys do during this because this is your
Oh,
guys' downtime.
oh, that's right. I thought we already did that.
No, you guys came back, like immediately came back, and then went to bed. So
All right, my apologies.
yeah, this is your downtime. Okay, so All right. So go ahead for whoever's gonna be eating and that. Go ahead and write off a ration.
Brutus, do you still have our food?
You should, yes.
Yeah, so just go ahead and write off a day for the lot of us.
Give me a sec.
Also, can I just say, for the sake of ease and brevity, can I just write off how much it would cost to add Krug and Vigtor to that equation?
Sure.
I'll just add the 11 days worth of food to them as well, and I'll just write off
What's
my gold.
what's a day's worth of rations? Is it
Um,
just the 6 of us?
Well, I
uh,
think I literally just bought 12 days worth of rations for.
Yeah, we have 32 total.
so there's a total of 7 people, and then keep in mind that Naga has got 2 stomachs. So Naga herself needs 2 rations.
All right. So we're on 11 days of rations then.
All right.
Uh
You guys, well, Brutus is just kind of sitting there. I'm gonna assume kind of snacking on stuff. You're eating a little too. Victor and Krug, they stop sparring for a little bit, eat some, and then go back to sparring.
You know what? Brutus is gonna walk back over to Krug and he's just gonna say, "Show me that form again."
All right. Krug looks over at Victor, and they both take the stance.
And I will attempt to again to copy it.
All right.
Chavez, this is very important to me.
Arcana?
One sec.
What are we eating?
What do you guys have in your on your rations list?
Shit.
Cabbages.
We're literally just eating sacks of shit.
I literally just asked you for a general selection when we went to the market.
Yeah, Brutus has got your guys' list.
Oh, he has the specifics as well.
So
Okay.
right now,
Yeah.
what they are currently eating is a nice beef broth with beef chunks, mixed in with carrots, celery, as well as potatoes,
I'm
accompanied
excited.
accompanied by a nice bread roll and the lovely scents of the abbey.
I look over to Brutus and Krug about to square up to each other, and I excitedly chew on my bread roll a little bit like popcorn.
All right, what am I rolling?
Arcana.
Oh, stop! Give me something above a 9.
Um, I mean, you just ate. You're a little full, so you know you've got a little bit of like the food itis going on.
Ah, yes, food coma. Brutus is determined. He's the the driving force here, the motivator here is he's getting annoyed that he's not getting it, and he's trying even harder.
Walk it off, Brutus. You got this.
Victor will turn to you and, all right, let's stop. Let's not practice that for right now. Why don't you and Krug spar a little beforehand? Work off some of that food.
Brutus will take 5 steps away from Krug, and then he'll assume a stance.
All right, Krug does the same. Turns to you, gives you a slight little bow, and then takes the stance as well. All right.
Oh, right. Yeah, the bow, of course.
All right. Uh, what do you want to hit him with?
I want to punch him.
All right, go ahead and punch. Let me pull up. Krug.
Oh, fuck you.
1 second.
Oh man,
Uh,
if you had nat 20 the first blow, that would have been hilarious.
yeah, just knock him out straight up. Just poof. I don't need your dumb stances. I got fists of fury.
Well, an 11 does not. You go in a swing and he blocks with his arm.
All
Go
right.
ahead and swing
Bonus
again.
action.
Yeah, go ahead.
23.
23. Yeah, no,
Gee.
you connect.
The first one, narratively speaking, the first one was a fake. Opening him up for that second hit, 6 damage.
All right.
And then I'll put myself in defense mode.
Alright.
I don't know. I can't do anything.
He will swing back at you as well. Does a 15 hit,
That's my armor class.
so it matches. So yes. Dice. You take 3 non-lethal bludgeoning.
Okay.
He'll swing again. I'm gonna
I
assume
was
a
gonna say
5.
yeah.
I'm gonna assume a 5 doesn't hit. Oh wait, hang on, no,
No,
5,
sadly.
8. Never mind. So yeah, no, that still misses. So he hits once and misses the second. He will take a step backwards, allowing you to hit.
Brutus. Well, fucking punch again. 7.
That's
did it.
That's a nat 1.
Oh,
Remember,
I didn't realize.
Remember, a red is a nat 1.
It doesn't show up too well on my TV, but yeah, you're right. That is an at one.
All right,
Big
so
goof.
it's not the worst severity, but you go into swing and he ducks below and he sweeps the legs.
So am I prone?
For the sake of this, no, because you guys are just sparring. You guys aren't like actually like fighting.
I just imagine me on the ground, him walking over, just stomping me. Just.
He gives you a
fool.
second to pull yourself off the ground.
You fool. Now I'm touching more earth.
16.
That would hit if he didn't throw his hands up and block with shield.
Oh, he has a shield with him?
No. He cast shield.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, we're using magic. Oh, I
This is
didn't
just a straight
realize.
sparring match. You can hit him with what you want.
Well, I have to end my turn regardless.
All right.
Shield's an earth or an airbending spell.
Well, they're also
these are also spirits, so the laws of nature don't fully grasp all the spirits. They are limited on what they can cast. They can't cast specifically for one type.
I'm doing this just to read. I'm not
So
casting
like
it.
they've only got like 1, maybe 2 spells or movements that they can use. All right. Well, he's gonna come up and he's gonna punch you. For an 11.
Does not hit.
Okay. Go for the second swing for 21.
Really? Oh.
21
Oh.
for a 4 bludgeoning, non-lethal.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yes.
With a determined look, and my skin starts to redden, steam comes off of me. I go into a rage.
All right, you're raging.
I'm gonna fucking do it again. 25.
Nice. Yeah, that
fucking
connects.
get it.
So Brutus essentially just high-speed bum rushes this motherfucker. And that's a +2 because of rage. He is currently
Well, so
doing 9.
raging already adds in your
Oh,
proficiency. It just allows you to add proficiency to this already. So it adds +2 to your damage.
okay, yeah. So that
So
would be a
that's
9, right?
9
Or is that
damage.
still a step?
No,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
9
So
damage.
9.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fucking do it again.
All right.
22.
That connects.
7 damage. All of this is non-lethal. I should say I'm not trying to unalive a spirit. If that's fucking possible.
It is non-lethal, but you go in, and you get him twice. You step back. He's kind of stumbling around, and he spits out a little bit of blood. He stands back up, put his fist up, and he goes in for another swing. For 22 to hit.
Jesus Christ, fine. Clearly he wants to hurt me. Anyway, yeah, no, that'll do it.
For 3 non-bludgeoning. Or 3 non-lethal.
3 non-bludgeoning. His fists, they can slash.
And he goes in for a second swing for 22 to hit.
Fuck, okay.
For 4 non-lethal. How are you looking?
Oh god, what's half of that?
2?
I'm a little above halfway.
Okay.
I'm not looking terrible, but I'm not looking great.
Alright.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. This will be your last one for this.
I will cast the spell Tidal Wave. No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna punch him. 20
That hits.
with an 8 damage.
8. Okay.
And the other 13.
That matches.
With an 10 damage.
Alright.
And I finish off with just a guttural roar. I'm not gonna do it right now because of how late it is.
You're good. So you go in, you've taken multiple swings at him. He's, you guys aren't trying to kill each other.
Of course.
While you're just swinging, Victor just comes up clapping. Good job. I haven't seen him take a beating like that in a while.
What is it? Spit blood to the right and just go. Didn't think I would go down easy, did you?
Well, from what we've seen, nothing's to. Oh, why is my screen freaking out on me? Sorry. All right, screen, stop. Okay, thank you. Jesus. Sorry, I looking at Roll20 and just the character sheets I've got keep on swinging back and forth from side to side. It was getting weird.
I guess Brutus gave it a good beating.
All right. Well, crew, go clean up. Bruce, I think you're ready to. I think you worked off enough of that. Let's just give us another shot.
I will bow to Krug as he leaves.
Krug will bow his head back to you and walk towards the nearest bucket of water and start cleaning up. All right. Now this time with feeling.
3.
I'll at this point you've done enough. You would be getting advantage with this one.
17.
17.
Thank
All right.
you.
So it's rudimentary. After everything is said and done, it is still rudimentary, but you're finally able to pick up on what he's showing you. You're getting the stances down. You're getting the arm movements down, and after a couple of minutes, um, oh, that's I need Victor, not Krug. He teaches you the basics of magic missile.
Huh?
You have now learned magic missile.
And question, what would that... Is that a level 1? Is that
That's
a cantrip?
That's a level 1 spell.
Magic missile?
Magic missile.
I'm not
Magic
trying to
missile.
I'm not trying to do
Dude,
that.
that's big. That now means that you have like one of our best range options.
Nah.
And the best
Well-
range poker.
Okay, you know what? If I could just, I know you didn't tell me to, but I honestly just want to I just want to replace what is it? The pebble, the magic pebble thing I got.
Oh
magic stone?
That's
I
the
think-
one.
That's your
It hasn't
cantrip.
done- It hasn't done shit for me.
yeah.
It's failed every time I tried to use it. Anyway. Brutus is gonna be looking at his hands like, what is this feeling?
One second. Come on. Sorry, I am adding it to your thing.
Oh, you're already doing it for me. I was actually just in the midst of looking at the compendium.
Nope, I just threw it into your thing.
Nice. Oops.
It's magic missile, but instead of like brilliant magic, I can imagine it being like like an earth-shaped dart that you can just throw at someone.
Pretty much. So the way that magic missile works for this one is that while you're doing the movements, at some point in time you kick down on the ground hard enough to dislodge 3 pieces of stone,
Mm-hmm.
and those are what your missiles are made out of.
Okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Pre, would you like to go ahead again?
Yeah.
All right. Watching all this happen and realizing what's going on, you join into it. Go ahead and roll me your Arcana. 20.
21.
That's a nat 20 with that one. So, like,
God damn.
My resting has paid off.
your resting has paid off. You've watched them do this. Now you're a waterbender, so it looks a little different, but it's the same kind of thing, same principle. You're doing like all the swishing movements and getting the stance down, and he has this target board set up, a good 30 feet away, and you go in and you go to strike, and just bam, 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 3 like dart sized bullets of water just come out from from the bucket that Krug is washing his face with, and just go flying right past you and hit this board.
Does it startle Krug at all?
Absolutely, because you pulled some of the water from his hand as he's going to wash his face. Pre, you have also now learned magic missile.
Yay.
I'm just cheering, like trying not to spill my broth all over the place.
All right. Well, while they're doing that, Rinzu, what are you doing?
I don't know. Could he have been learning that from a distance?
Oh, come on, Mike. I mean, we could say that you were watching, but without getting up close and personal, you wouldn't really see the exact stance that they need to be taking.
No, I didn't want to do that.
Rinsu gets hit by
This magic
Hurting me
missiles all over.
again?
What?
I was adding it to your sheet.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's yes.
Okay. Um, let's see. Gia, you wanted to get the saddle.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk all over to Shang and say like, "Hey, how you holding up, bud?"
Hey, um, I'm all right. How are you?
Doing all right. I think I got the well, the card will roll another day. And it just kind of like scratched the back of my head. Um,
Good.
so that's your ostrich horse thing, right? You let him go?
Yeah.
Huh. Why?
Thought it'd be too dangerous for him where I was going.
Huh. All right. Well, um, yeah, if it's all the same to you, I think Ren wanted to take him.
Uh, that's fine.
Okay. Do you know what happened to his saddle? Did he like lose it or something?
No, I left it in the trees just outside the village.
Oh, um, hate to bother you, but could you maybe show me?
Yeah, I
If
can
you're
go get
not
it.
okay. Um, she's gonna kind of kick at a rock and just be like, yeah, I really appreciate that. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
He'll
Are you
get up
guys
and lead
walking
her.
by foot, or are you guys riding Naga?
Yeah, Naga could probably use a good walk, so I'm just gonna hop on top of her and I'm just gonna reach a hand down to Shang and be like, here, climb on. Naga could use the exercise.
He's
Um,
very
Sh-
nervous.
Shang, roll me animal handling with advantage because you're getting assistance.
19.
19.
Wait.
Nice. All right. She's she's not the greatest with brand new people, but she she's taken the hint from Gia to let you on.
Mhm.
So she gets down a little bit or a little closer to the ground so you can pull yourself up.
She is gonna just smile at him and be like, relax. She doesn't bite.
Hard.
Okay, well she's not gonna bite you. Okay, well she might bite you. It's more like a handshake. It's a dog thing.
He just jumps on.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I'm
So
I'm also just open up my water tribe sweater thing, my armor, and I'm gonna let Kippy out because he just cuddles with me all the time.
are you taking Kippy
I'm
with you or are you gonna leave him behind?
I'm gonna take him with me, but I figure he could probably stretch his legs. He hasn't really gotten to do anything.
All right. So you open up his little pocket area that he's on, and he sits on Naga's head, like right between her ears.
Yep.
All right. So you guys take off, and oh, wrong screen.
And
You guys
I'm just
take
gonna
off.
call out to everyone as we're riding because I'm assuming they noticed the polar dog leaving. Um, I'm just gonna call out. We'll be right back. We're gonna pick
Uh,
something up from the woods.
from where you guys are at, Renzu would have been the one doing it because the other two are in the midst of being taught by Victor.
Yep. So I'm just gonna wave after him.
All right.
All
Rindu
right.
ways back.
Don't take too long.
While they're gone, Renzu is going to go ask the guy with horns to teach him that move too. Or they're still trying to hide the fact that he's an airbender from Gia.
Perfect timing.
All right. For the sake of it, Renzu, just roll me a flat Arcana.
17.
All right. So you get the stances down. You get a good idea and sense of what they're doing. Takes you a few more minutes because you weren't part of the initial training of it, but you know you've been watching them.
E.
You
Um,
use airbending to make it look like you're earthbending.
The
You
only
don't
person
know why. You don't know why, but you can feel Brutus's eyes glaring behind you.
Fucking poser.
No, he's only trying to hide it from Gia. Yeah, that's just him right now.
okay, so you guys keep on practicing. Um, Pre and Brutus, you kind of step in a little bit to kind of. You guys have a better sense of how the body is supposed to move for bending abilities a little more than the spirits do. So you guys show him easier ways to kind of move your body, or at least how you guys can for your style. Um, and slowly, it does take you a minute, but you do learn magic missile. All right,
Yeah.
Jia and Shang. What speed do you want to go at? You want to go at a fast pace, medium pace, or you want to stealth?
Just enough to make Shang uncomfortable.
Okay, so it's like a medium speed with like a little bit of quickness to it.
Yeah, exactly. And
Okay,
I'm just gonna.
He rode an ostrich horse. Why would he be uncomfortable?
but you're riding bitch on a polar bear dog.
Yeah, Naga doesn't like just like run. Like she does that dog thing where she like bounds. Um.
If you take
So
a picture just right, they look like they're flying.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's it's very bouncy ride, and Gia is a little reckless when she drives, as has been demonstrated.
Mhm.
There are two
Um,
flattened knolls over in the field over there that can attest to this.
uh,
Sort of.
Shang, roll me actually, Shang, roll me a dex check. Gia, roll me a
Vehicle,
yes, a land vehicle.
gotcha.
Okay.
17.
Not going through.
Yeah, it just took a second. So that's a 12 for vehicle. All right. So
Nice.
with Gia driving, it's not necessarily like the straightest line. It seems like bounding back and forth, kind of like side to side on the road. But Shane, you're holding on as well as you can. Like your hand will slip every once in a while, but you go back to holding on as best you can. Um, it is a
And
little
I let
it's a little jarring because this is significantly bigger than most of the things that you would have ridden.
like just randomly let her like stop and sniff things because this is her walk too.
Mm-hmm. Um, you guys are yes, with your intermittent stopping and kind of letting Naga do her thing, it takes you a little bit of time. Shang, from what you remember, it took you went out probably like 3-ish hours worth of a ride away. This one seems to only take about an hour and a half, maybe. Um, and you're starting to see recognizable areas. Like off to one side, you're seeing like the clearing that you saw or not you, but the direction that you would have heard the roaring from, like the owlbear and the gnolls fighting and stuff like that. And so from there, you know that off the other side of the path is where you left the saddle at. Um, both of you roll me a perception check. I will roll one for
12.
the 10 fluke. All right. So
Why is it not showing? There it is. Okay, sorry.
good. The smell of ashes and like burning woods begins to the closer and closer you get to the cell, the more it becomes noticeable that something was on fire out here, and you guys did light a full camp on fire just earlier that night.
Ah,
Did any of the forest light up? We never put any of the fire out. So
Nope.
You're not seeing any of the forest from where you're standing, or from where you guys are at. But like it's a very clear day out, so there's no water around yet. It's not raining to put out the fire, so you wouldn't be 100% sure if it is or not. Naga being a dog, okay, I think Naga actually did something. If she gets, oh, she does. Yeah, let me roll that. Okay, because she has smell based perception.
Yeah, I'm assuming ostrich horse has a particular smell.
I'm probably. I'll have to look into that one.
Especially if it's an ostrich horse that she knows.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is whatever his name.
Um. Yeah. So Naga sniffs the air, looks around a little bit, sniffs some more, and starts heading in the direction that you remember being roughly where the saddle was.
I think he'll point it out.
Well, when you left the ostrich horse, it was. Oh wait, no, hang on, that was still Edinburgh. So never mind. All right, so you guys come across the area that the saddle was left at, and there's just a few small little critters kind of sniffing around, kind of playfully tackling each other around the saddle.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm gonna hop off and try and jerry rig it over to Naga's new rigging, just so we don't have to carry it.
okay. Um,
Um,
with those perception checks, you guys do see smoke coming up, and it doesn't look like it's stopping,
hmm.
or it looks like a lot of smoke coming up over
I'm just
the tree
gonna
lines.
I'm just gonna casually turn to Shang and be like, "Huh, it's crazy. You can smell the camp from all the way over here."
Yeah. Good riddance, though.
So you were really gonna take those guys out all by yourself?
I've done it before.
She's gonna kind of give him this like really look.
I never expect to come out alive. Just get
Huh?
lucky.
Okay. I mean, I only told you we were already going there. She just is like kind of just like turns away from him and like just goes back to what she's doing. I mean, you could just admit it. You just wanted to get a few kills in early. She just has like this little smile on her face.
He knows you're joking, but yeah, I just don't want to risk you guys getting in trouble or caught, being seen with me.
I saw the craziest thing in that fog. One of those soldiers, he got a couple good hits in on me. I dodged a few of them. Then out of nowhere, Brutus comes out from behind him and literally punches the man into the ground. Like not on top of it, like inside the dirt. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's strong.
Sorry, continue.
Well, you did pretty well back there yourself. I mean, your fire trick kind of threw our plan off. We were gonna hit the other side, but it. I mean, kind of going for the same thing we were. I mean, seems like we, kind of think in a similar tactic.
Seems that way, yeah. I've dedicated my life to trying to fix the problems that the Fire Nation has caused. I don't know how far I'm going to get, but it's worth it to me.
Gio, roll me a perception check.
Sure. I'd also just like to just clarify that Gia comes from a place where there aren't forests, so she's not really concerned about what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 4. Fitting.
It's red, so it's in that one.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't color for me, so
No.
I have the dark theme on.
Okay. Just at quick glance, Kippy's no longer on top of Naga's head.
Just gonna give out a little whistle for him while I'm just finishing up tying this saddle. Just Kippy.
No response.
I'm gonna look at Naga and be like, Naga, find Kippy.
All right. Yep. She does. So she's heading in the direction of the burning down encampment.
Okay. Do you mind? And I'm just gonna kind of like wave over Shang to follow me while I kind of chase after my children.
We can. Can I tell that we're going back towards the camp?
Yeah, it's in the direction of like the smoke and the smell.
We really shouldn't go back there.
Okay, well, I gotta go get my baby. And I'm gonna chase after Kippy.
He'll follow behind.
Can I do like an animal handling check to try and call him back or something?
You can with disadvantage.
Okay. It's 12.
You're not really getting anything from Kippy, but Naga seems to be picking up her speed a little bit. You can presume that she's got the scent of Kippy, but you guys are getting closer and closer to that encampment.
I will say though that the last time this happened, we did end up in a ghost hotel or something. Just fair warning.
Well, I think the biggest problem is that Fire Nation could have come to see what happened.
Well, you can take them all on anyway, can't you? I'm just gonna kind of smile back to him as I kind of pick up my speed a little bit.
He just sighs and follows after.
It takes you. It doesn't take you long. Just a couple of minutes.
It's
Following the
also at
trail.
that.
Huh?
It's also at that point I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my shield and spear.
Okay. You guys are getting closer. You're not seeing any. Actually, give me a perception. Okay.
8.
So you guys aren't seeing any.
CX.
You guys aren't seeing any movement from like humans at all. You're seeing like animals here and there, kind of rummaging around. As you get closer, less and less as you're getting uh, heading towards the smoke. You guys come across the tree line where like again, sorry, you guys come across the tree line where it's visibly shown that like branches were taken down, stuff like that. And you're seeing the cinders and like little bits of fire here and there of what was once a Fire Nation encampment. Um, as as you guys get on, you see Kippy's the back end of Kippy's kind of like waving in the wind, darting around some of the logs and out of sight inside of the behind the wall.
How far away is he?
Close enough to where you were able to tell that it was him, but not close
Like,
enough for you to like reach out and grab him.
so not like within water bending distance, I'm assuming.
No.
Damn. I'm gonna have to pull out a javelin. No. I'm just gonna kind of give this embarrassed look over to Shang, like,
He'll just kind of like shake his head a little bit. Not like, just kind of, animals.
this might be a good point to get on top of Naga, just in case. And I'm just gonna effortlessly hop on top of Naga's back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
So you guys hop on, and no, slowing her pace down, begins to kind of trot. Well, not trot, but like pace yourself forward, um, around logs and behind the wall. And
Yep,
we're gonna
and
jump back to the rest of the crew. Have that right there.
Aw, swizzle sticks.
Mm-hmm. All right, so uh, Rinzu, you've been practicing with everyone else. You guys are all getting. I'm not gonna say good, but you guys are at least learning more about how to use your new found ability. Let's drop that. Let's do that. And Victor looks to all you. All right, how's that feel for you guys, or for your three?
You just
Good.
see Brutus, and he has three. Essentially, he's moving three rocks around in his hand, kind of like those fushigi balls or whatever, and like just a
Fushigi.
fluid. Fushigi, yeah.
He's
It's,
pondering his pebbles.
I am pondering my pedals. Yes. So he's just moving them around and stuff. You'll see them float every now and again. What exactly did you teach me?
It was an old fighting style that one of the previous, what you guys would know to be one of the previous avatars, taught some of the spirits how to use in defense.
Would I know who the last avatar was?
Roll either a history or a religion.
History or religion? Hey, fun stuff. They're both shit. 18. Never mind. I got a -1 to that.
Never talk down to your elders like
So, as of where you guys are at in history or in the world of Avatar, the last
Yeah.
direct Avatar was Avatar Roku.
Roku was the firebender, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Brutus will just look down at his hand and say, "You were taught by Avatar Roku?" Wait, sorry, did you say he taught them or they taught him?
He taught them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was tasked to teach some of us how to defend ourselves after we left the army.
Hmm.
Listen, but it wasn't. Things weren't good back then. Not that they're good now, but Roku was a friend to most of us spirits.
Was?
What was that? You cut out a little bit.
I said was. WAS.
Well, after we heard that he had passed away, we haven't seen or heard of who the new Avatar is. But you know, with Ko being in charge, who knows? Sorry, with Ko being in charge, we weren't given any real information about your world.
Well, stick around. You're bound to learn something. Hell, I did.
And he just chuckles at that.
I'd rather not. We've been through. Me and Krug have been through too much. We just want this to stop.
I can only imagine.
Can you imagine about 1,000 years ago?
Brutus immediately just clams up. He's like, Did he say 1,000?
About
Wide-eyed Brutus just goes, no.
well, sit down because this is yeah, just sit down because it's gonna be a bit.
Brutus immediately slams his heel into the ground, and you'll see a rock pop up beneath him. He'll do the same for the other. Wait, who am I? Am I talking to Victor or am I talking to Krug?
Victor, you guys haven't heard Krug talk yet.
Oh, okay. So yeah, then Victor will have a like a small rock spire he can sit on, or like it'll have like a little platform coming off of it.
Okay. Does Pre and Renzi want to get in on this, or is it just gonna be Brutus?
yeah.
Okay.
I guess, but yeah, Renzu's good for up for a good story.
All right. So you guys all kind of come and gather around, and Krug joins you.
Is Renzu going to serve up some tea?
but not this time.
Okay.
Stories don't need tea.
All right, so we were part of the what you would know as the Great Spirit Army. We were being led by Ko against the okay, I probably got but the the Hoa the Ho Hou is how you spell it. That family. Anyone that wants to roll a history check.
I will do the thing. Don't screw me now.
You said HOU? How?
How?
The how? Okay, you go with that.
What was it? History?
History. 20.
20?
Nice.
Damn.
Um. So, Brutus, the Hoting family is the current ruling in Ba Sing Se. Um, the Hugh family is for Pre. They were the family that ruled beforehand, and they merged with the Ting family to create this current ruling. Um, Not 100% sure exactly how long ago it was. He's not from that region. Um, so at one point in time, they were two separated families. Ba Sing Se wasn't a one family ruling, and they were actually split almost down the center, and they were usually at war with each other. Not at war where they're like fighting each other, but kind of this or all out fighting each other. Like they could live together, but they're still gonna. It's like gang rivalry, kind of.
Mm.
Just
They were
on.
feudal.
There you go. That yes, thank you.
Mm. They were in a feud with each other, but not actually in like a civil war of any kind.
Yes. Um, Victor continues. So most of our fighting happened after, well, when the Hio family wanted to expand what they ruled the more past your world and into ours. In response, Ko took the face of the king's wife and created his own army to fight back. Now we did make it to your world, and we fought. We fought for so long. In my time, for our time, it was probably about 20 years. Your time, you're looking more like 200. But we don't know what happened. Some still actually say that the fight still goes on between your world and the spirit world. It was supposed to end back. Uh, the it was supposedly ended with the Avatar when he pushed back Ko's army into the spirit world. Um, our war restructured your map. I think you guys call it the Great Divide. for anyone who wants, roll a. What would that be?
Is it a physical divide or a dimensional divide?
No, the Great Divide. If you guys look at the map, this area right here.
Eh.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of damage.
The only thing when you said the Great Divide, the only thing that came to mind was New Divide by Linkin Park.
Mm.
We've entered the Great Divide. Down, down,
Isn't that
down, down.
the the part in the place in the show where Aang has to broker peace between two clans?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the one with like the ball game that he basically lies to them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Place is also infested with monsters, so fitting.
Mm-hmm. Now Vigor looks over at Krug. We were part of our what you guys would call our own squad, ranging of different quote unquote spirits. You had me and Krug, uh, Shiram, Zav, and Lila. We were we were tasked to. Oh crap! Where did that go? Sorry, I've got like 3 pages of stuff that I'm bouncing back and forth from. 1 second. Sorry. Uh, we were tasked to cause havoc on the people on the bender's psyche in the area, not so much the physical. But when the fight after the avatar came in and the fighting stopped, we lost track of Serum, Zav, and Lila. Me and Krug were the only ones that could find each other. Victor chuckles a little, and they used to call us the Terror Squad.
Nice.
We don't know exactly what happened to your guys' world afterwards, unfortunately, but some spirits did stay behind. Victor looks you all over. Um, what do you? He's gonna insight you guys, trying to gauge how you're taking this. Nat 20. How are you guys feeling?
Curious.
Concerned.
Randy's just taking it all in.
When the moment he says Terror Squad, like in a kind of an awkward, chuckle, Brutus will very visibly shift where he's and how he's sitting.
Listen, that was a while ago. We've done what we can not to fall back into our old ways. Questions? concerns, anything?
Brutus doesn't say anything.
Okay. Well, me and crew are gonna get back to sparring. Victor stands up. Krug stands up next to him, and they take a few steps away and they start fighting each other.
All right then. Fucking nat 20 on an insight check. Jesus. All right, back to Gia and Shang.
Are we like just inside the camp?
Yes.
I'm gonna just point to the ground. Like, yeah, I swear he's right there somewhere.
Yes. Span out and look for him.
So you guys, not everything in the camp caught on fire. It's primarily like the bordering tents, the fallen over tower, or I say fallen over, the knocked down tower, the walls, the one tower is still sitting. Those are pretty well singed, and some of them, like the logs on the walls, have fallen over. But like the tents, kind of more focused in the center. Um, they're more or less just covered in ash, and not so much like smoking. Let's see.
We'll be like, right, well, it's daytime now, so if you find anything useful, you know, feel free to have some sticky fingers, you know? Will we perception here or investigate?
You're looking for Kippy.
Yeah,
Roll first roll of perception.
a 17.
Why?
20, soft 20.
There we go. All right. Wow, you got soft 20 on both sides there. All right. So Gia, you're wading through the smoke, and you see what you think is like the Kippy's kale bounces out of view of one of the tents. Shang, you're kind of off to the side a little bit, and you're seeing him dart around into this one tent. Roll me a. God, what would that be? A hit. A, roll me a knowledge check with advantage.
A what?
Shang, knowledge check with advantage.
A what?
15.
All right.
Ah.
So the tent that you're seeing isn't. It's a little more built than most of the other ones. Not to the point where it looks like the high commander or something like that, but somewhere that whoever's in charge of the time would be doing like reports and all that stuff. Um, and as you walk inside, or you get closer, you're seeing like the actual chests, barrels. You're seeing a table with like paper on top of it. Um, and Kippy's bouncing back and forth from one end of the table to the other, looking and sniffing at everything, kind of taking his way through. Kind of like kind of like a guinea pig or something like that. Or not guinea pig, but something small like a hamster burrowing its way through like its bedding and stuff like that.
Um, can I try to catch him with waterbending?
Sure. Roll me a. Come on. Yeah, I won't have you. You just do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna like whip out like a lash of water, and I'm just gonna like freeze it on him and like pull him towards me. Like, no.
There's a little squirming going around for like several seconds as you pull him closer, and he looks up at you and he just gives up.
I'm never letting you out again. Like, I hope you understand this. Got to work on getting you trained. Lost your mind out here in these woods. And I just shove him back into my shirt.
All right. Shang, roll me an investigation check.
17.
Okay. You're seeing several pieces of paper that have got. Why had that rolled twice? Oh, okay, different screen. Never mind. You're seeing a few. Uh, Crap, what are they called? Like envelopes, kind of styled stuff. Envelopes, scrolls. Several of them have got different symbols pertaining to the Fire Nation. One of them is open, and where'd that go? Sorry, it won't didn't let me load it up to roll 20. Uh, so I'm gonna send this to you through Discord. Uh, where there. That should send to you.
All high-ranking members of the Fire Nation Army are to report to the Fire Nation capital for the passing of Fire Lord Zulun. He's dead? For the crowning of the new Fire Lord.
I'm not gonna have you roll for this, but the two successors would have been Ozai and Iroh.
Yeah.
Primarily, as far as you know, the next one in line would have been Iroh.
You see two emotions run through Shang's face with this information. Extreme sadness, and then just he just starts laughing. Like uncontrollably starts laughing.
I'm gonna come into the tent and I'm gonna be like, found the fur baby. You find something good? Whoa. Everything okay?
He hands you the paper and walks out of the tent.
I'm gonna like kind of like scrunch my face at it and I'm gonna kind of like follow him out the tent. Like, I don't understand. What does this mean?
Means he's dead.
Well, yeah, but that's a good thing, right? No more war?
You're you're a fool if you think that's gonna stop the war. Fire Lord Azulon killed my mother. I'm happy he's gone.
Oh, well, hey, I it's a big victory then, right?
It's not over. It'll never be over.
I'll let one of you guys decide who wants to do the next investigation check.
I'll take a look, I suppose.
All right.
Unless you really want to. It seems like it's a 10.
All right. You also come across another document. This one has a different kind of seal. It looks like it's been kind of destroyed, and Luke, I sent you something in Discord.
Ah, okay. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Report on siege on the Northern Water Tribe. Oh, lovely. With good intel from the Water Tribe girl, we made it past the ice barrier and into the port of the city. Gia is just gonna like put one hand down and like grip her fist a little bit, and she's like, heavy resistance, but pushed through like hell you did. Siege lasted for an hour. Zoa, is that how you pronounce that?
Zhao.
Zhao. Oh, okay, that's how you spell it. Zhao. Zhao left with few soldiers, began our retreat after bright light was visible and earthquake shook the boats. The girl started putting up a fight but was restrained and left under guard away from the rest. She somehow took control of multiple men and had them dance? Must keep close eye on her. This girl needs to be taken to the Boiling Rock as soon as possible. We split off from the fleet and took the western route while the rest take the eastern route to retrieve the Earth Kingdom prisoners.
And that is where we're going to take our first break.
Yay, more snacks.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
God damn it. Let's pull up Discord.
Well, this plot is getting a little thick.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many
More
C's?
snacks. I'll be back.
What'd you say,
So-
Brent?
How many C's?
Ah,
How many? It's getting thick. How many C's?
I think we're just getting to the second C. I don't think we're super thick yet.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay, BRB.
So, how are you guys doing?
I'm good.
Turn
You have a
back.
tendency to cliffhanger once things just start getting spicy.
I feel like there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring up chat. Yay, 4 viewers. So, how you doing tonight, Luke?
I'm good. I feel dumb for not remembering how to pronounce or how to spell Zhao. But you know, English is a weird language and it doesn't play well with others.
Very true. Very true. So let's see. Who all got up? Mike went to go use the bathroom. Geared went to get snacks. Fran went to get snacks. Zach, are you still there?
I think he might have stepped away.
He might
Yeah.
have stepped away as well.
Zach, if you're there, don't say anything. Oh, no, he's still there.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I got a little bit of a question here, and maybe this will, if anyone else out there has similar questions. Um, we're getting a lot of interactions with the spirit world now, and I'd just like to know if there's any like general information that like most of us would know. Like, we keep saying God. Are there actually gods? Is there a hell that we can keep referencing? What does things look like in this world of yours, Chavy?
Um. Well, so as when it comes to like hell and heaven and stuff like that, the spirit world is like the first thing that would come to mind.
Yeah.
Um. Now, as far as what you guys know of those, like if it's gonna be like nice when it gets there, or if it's gonna be like dark and muggy, you guys don't know. The spirit world is a very fickle place.
Hmm.
The laws of nature aren't the same in the spirit world as they are in the material world. Um, some of the spirits do have a way of getting to and from each plane or each world. Um, but the majority of the spirits who aren't on the material world um, can only come in through you primarily through the north or the southern poles.
Yeah, that's something I was very curious about. And I'm assuming we'll get to this probably somewhere in this session, if not later on in the road. But like something that Gia has been pondering is that definitely she didn't see Krug and Victor come in and around her neighborhood, so she's really wondering where they came from.
Well,
Um,
when it happened, it was just like a giant blast of all these different types of spirits. So like being able to pinpoint one specific one wouldn't have been possible. So you could have
yeah,
seen them there. You also could not have seen them there.
okay.
Uh,
Oh, so that was literally just a global mass ejection.
it's safe to assume that yes.
That's
Yee.
crazy.
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. From Gia's perspective, you would have only seen it happen there, but like Shang and Brutus experienced it a little further south, and they had spirits just coming out of like the trees. So yeah, yes, it would have been more of a like a global thing. Gia wouldn't know this, but from what Victor just told everyone else, the Great Divide might also have something to do with it.
Okay, so that's an interesting concept. Like things that maybe were touched by the spirit realm might also be, you know, the veil is weaker, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense, and is also very D&D. So I like
Mhm.
that crossover of the worlds.
Yeah.
I also like if the show is anything to go off of, in terms of what would be like heaven and hell. Um, I would say that the spirit world is like, yeah, like they're both one place, and the spirit world is mostly wilderness with some quirky properties,
Mhm.
and then like there are good neighborhoods and bad neighborhoods that are heaven, hell, and even maybe the something like the Feywild. We know that for a fact from like the giant mushroom type places and stuff from the show.
Yeah.
And for like the darker places, like I'm thinking like that. miserable fog and that like Coe's neighborhood, like that surrounding area.
Mm-hmm. How's the ambiance for you guys? You guys hearing it at all?
I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, because I'm playing
I'm
it.
hearing it very faintly.
I'm playing it through Roll20 because it's part of the jukebox.
I
So,
hear nighttime noises.
well, it's woodland campsite is what this one's called. So, I believe there should be a way that you guys can go in and actually turn up the sound on your end if you guys needed to hear it. If you guys wanted to hear it more.
I think only you can adjust the.
Huh?
I think only you can adjust the volume of that.
Um,
We can just turn it off for us.
oh. Yeah.
Well, no, there was a.
How's that?
Hmm?
Turn it up a little more.
Yeah, good.
Okay. So how's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone feeling?
Pretty good. Just
Yeah.
snacking a little bit.
What you got for a snack?
I got a Lunchable.
What Lunchable?
It's the ham and cheddar cracker stackers with a cookie.
Nice.
I don't know. Derek brought a bunch of them home and just had one. It's pretty good.
Nice.
I don't know. As a little kid, I never had them. You know, it's just one of those things. That and zebra cakes. It's like I had them like twice as a kid, and then I just craved them as of recent. I went through a whole box.
Jesus, nice. Man, I haven't had zebra cakes in a while.
It's like I faintly remembered what they tasted like, and I went through a whole box. Oh, what's the brand? Little Debbie or something, right? Like,
I think so.
yeah.
I like their nutty bars, but I also like their oatmeal cream pies.
Dude, both of those are like you can ask Mike when we lived back at the apartment.
Mhm.
There was almost never a shortage of the Nutty Buddies. Or maybe there was because I would eat through them. I would just yeah.
I just remember for a time when we were at the house, I would just randomly throw you the oatmeal cream pie out of nowhere and be like, "Oh, thanks."
Take this
Yeah,
pie to the face.
yeah, it was like, oh, what were they? They were like $1.79 for like a 12 pack or whatever, or 8 pack or whatever the you know the rectangular boxes of them are.
Mhm.
However many, whatever count that is.
It's definitely things like that that I use to like watch, like inflation and stuff like that. Like I remember like when Mexican Coke was like 75 cents and I was like, $1?
Mm.
Economy's gone to hell.
Mm.
I had this one point. Back my sleep schedule was the other way around when I was like waking up later than I am. I used to swing by the Safeway down the road on my way into work. I get 2 boxes of like Twinkies or something like that on the way in. And at the time, it was like 2 for $3.
Mhm.
They don't make Twinkies like they used to.
They don't. They really don't.
They're like honey buns.
But you have the recipe for that, so it doesn't matter.
I do.
For
But
Twinkies.
I've discovered a new
yeah,
recipe.
yeah.
Hello, recipe.
I really like honey buns, but I don't like when they're like triple glazed and you can't really. It's like random inside each box.
Hmm.
Triple glazed, triple glazed.
So I watched a bunch of like videos on YouTube about these people like cooking hacks and stuff like that. And someone took the honey buns and threw them into a waffle maker,
Oh yeah.
and it
What
basically
was it?
turned.
It's like will it waffle?
Yeah, Good Mythical Kitchen.
Oh, okay, never
Mhm.
mind.
Well,
But I've seen something similar.
yeah, they did it there, and then there was I don't know what their channel is, but it's these two guys um that just do all this weird stuff inside their kitchen. Um,
Mm.
one of them was like cleaning hacks for your stove. One of them was well, a lot of what they did recently was testing like TikTok hacks. Like they did one
Hey.
with the like M&Ms and popcorn.
Oh God.
Hmm. All right, everyone got their snacks.
My snacks
Yep,
are almost gone.
mine are gone. I'm a quick
Uh,
eater.
I'll be right back. Actually, I suddenly have to pee.
Okay.
Sorry.
As you started talking, I clicked on a random video and it was G-Man and Gordon Freeman like standing a certain distance apart. Gordon starts running, grabs his crowbar, and then just uh what is it? It has to be this way starts to play from Metal Gear Rising, and it's just a glowing yellow crowbar, and he's just wailing on G-Man, and G-Man is just not flinching whatsoever.
This is a very interesting story to come back onto.
Hey,
I just heard Gordon Freeman, Metal Gear Rising, and G-Man.
figure it out from that.
That that's pretty much it.
Whatever you, I was gonna say,
Is
whatever you
is
think it
this
is.
Half-Life 3 confirmed?
I was going to say, take whatever you want from that context alone, and it's probably what you think. Whether you're right or wrong, I'm not going to tell you.
All right. I guess I'm left to my own devices. Also, I'm eating fish and chips.
Nice.
Oh.
Question for you, Zach. Have you ever played Metal Gear Rising?
I have not. The only Metal Gear games I played is Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, and like I don't know how far into Metal Gear 3, Snake Eater.
Okay. I never beat 1. I almost beat 2. I beat 3 twice.
Hmm.
Once was my first playthrough where I didn't give a fuck about much.
Uh-huh.
The second time I actually got through it without, what is it? Full stealth. So once, I don't want
Hmm.
to spoil anything for you.
Okay.
Well, long and short of it, yeah, I went through it in full stealth. But anyway, I was gonna send you the video. Uh,
I have returned.
oh god.
Uh,
Oh, there we go.
all right, everyone back and good to go.
Yep.
I mean, I'm eating food, but yes, I am here,
Okay.
ready to partake in the continuation.
Okay. Uh,
Just-
Mike, you there?
Yep.
Cool. All right. We'll give Zach a little bit of time to eat. So, Jia and Shang, we'll start back up with you guys.
Okay. Um, I'm not going to be immediately forthcoming about my letter. I'm just going to go ahead and pocket this. I'm going to meet up with Shang and I'll be like, all right, well, are we ready to get out of here?
He is currently kneeling down over the incinerated corpse of a Fire Nation soldier. I assume they're incinerated. Anyway.
Yeah, there's a few bodies. Only one of them got a burial.
By Brutus.
And there's no trace of him.
Yeah.
Gia's just kind of like look about the corpses coldly, and she's gonna take a deep breath after taking a good hard look, and she's gonna kind of focus on Shang, like, hey, we should maybe torch this place a little bit more on our way out. And get back to the others.
1 second. Zach, there's a buzzing coming from your speaker from you.
Do you hear it now?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's probably the bathroom fan then. Is it like loud?
It's not
It's
like
an audible buzz.
yeah, it's not loud. It's just noticeable.
Is it doing it now? Because every time I put up my mic, it mutes. But are you still hearing it?
It's whenever you talk, we could hear it buzzing.
Okay.
So, for right now, if you want to just mute your microphone, I'll give you a heads up when we get back to you guys.
Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna turn to Shang and I'd be like, what? Let's get out of here, man.
He just kind of looks at you like he broke out of a trance and didn't really hear everything you said. Sorry, what?
I said, let's burn more things and get out of here. I'm just gonna kind of smile at him.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of hold my hand out to help him up.
He'll take it. And he'll stand up and he'll just summon his fire to his hand. Just kind of stare blankly at it.
As he does that, Gia, you notice that his fire is not the usual color of fire. His is purple.
What's going on with that there? That's a little different looking than most of the firebending I've seen.
Yeah. I don't know why it's purple. I just remember it changed after my mother died.
Huh. It's interesting. I'm not so good with the more offensive capabilities of waterbending myself. I'm really good as a healer, but fighting is kind of new. But I tend to get a little frosty when I'm upset. I wonder if it's something kind of like that.
Maybe.
As you guys are talking, you could hear Naga like pushing through some of the stuff, and she knocks over a barrel. From a first glance, it looks like some sort of powder, like a dark black powder.
You find some peppercorns over there, girl?
She sticks her nose in it. She sneezes kind of hard, pushing some of it, and a few of the flakes of the black powder go out towards some of the ashes and pop.
Oh, it's no pepper I've ever seen.
You said it's black powder?
Yes.
It's boom boom powder.
Well, that's how we do the most damage.
With pepper?
The black powder.
Uh-huh.
It's highly combustible.
Oh. Um, why?
Just the materials that are in it.
No, not. I mean, why would they have a barrel of it?
Why would they do any of the stuff that they have done in the past?
Huh. She kind of looks up. Is that maybe something we want to hang on to?
I mean, I don't much care for it, but if you want it, then that's up to you.
She kind of blushes a little bit, like, "Oh no, if it makes you uncomfortable, sorry, I'm a little ignorant here. Um,
Just
I'll follow your lead on this one. I'm not so good with fire."
well, I mean, do we want to get rid of this place, or do we want to take it with us?
I mean, we can do both, right?
Is
How
there
hard is it
enough
for you
for
to?
us to? Is
How
there
hard
enough
is it?
there for us to do that?
No. It's gonna have to be one or the other. There's enough to where if you spread it out across it, like a thin layer, you'd be able to take out the remaining area, or you could take it with you.
What were you gonna say,
But,
Luke?
but I mean, how hard is it for us to just, pocket this black sand and torch the rest of these tents?
I mean, I can do that.
Cool. Save this for more of the Fire Nation soldiers if we have to.
Yeah.
Or for a last stand if it comes to that. And Gia just kind of closes her eyes and just looks all dramatic.
Mhm.
You don't laugh much.
I've been on my own for a while. Kind of forgot how to.
Ah, right. Sorry. She's just gonna kind of turn away all awkward. All right, well, I'll load that up onto Naga. I'll let you do your thing. It
Yeah.
is safe to load onto Naga, right?
Just as long as there's no open flames near it. So
Got you.
maybe get out of here before I start lighting this place up.
Sounds good. And she's just gonna kind of gingerly try to pick up this barrel of black powder and be like, "Oh, come on, Naga."
So you get what you can back into the barrel. You jury rig it onto the back of Naga. You hop on. You exit the camp. Shang, I'm gonna assume you're waiting for her to leave, and then you're just lighting what you can on fire. Anything that looks flammable.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Uh, while you guys are doing that, well, you guys do that. And you leave. Shang, I'm gonna assume you get back on the Naga and you make your way back to the Abbey.
Yep.
Cool.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo.
So we're gonna jump back to the rest of the crew. And I can turn.
Question.
What's up?
How did that not explode beforehand?
Not everything in the camp went up in flames.
Mm.
Yeah, like the more centralized stuff, like the tents stuff like that, didn't go up in flames, but it was like the outskirts of it, like the tents around there, and like the walls and the towers were what caught on fire.
Okay.
Because you guys did drive by along the outside of it. You guys didn't go through the center, so the things
Right.
in the center weren't touched too much.
Okay.
Yeah, we burnt the outside, but the inside was still raw.
Yeah.
fucking raw, dude.
All right,
Because
so
as soon as you said Naga knocked over a barrel of black powder, I was just like, oh goodness, you guys need to get out of there. You guys need to get out of there.
the flames for the area weren't moving, or yeah, the fire that was in it isn't moving fast enough for everything to have caught in the little bit of time that you guys have been gone.
Yeah.
It was more or less the logs took a while to actually burn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
the temp.
now we have a barrel of black powder.
You guys have
Yay.
got, because some of it did spill. You guys have got about a half barrel.
We
Okay.
have a hogshead of black powder.
There you go.
I cast gun.
Oh shit, you can do that now.
All right. So back to the rest of the crew while these two travel back. You guys have just been told about, the Great Divide and all that, and watching Victor and Krug fight.
Mhm.
Is there anything you guys wanted to do as of right
What would I
now?
roll to see if Renzu fell asleep?
Constitution check. Actually, are you actively trying to fight falling? Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Yeah, fight falling asleep. I
So,
wasted an nat 20 on that. Dang it.
so you're still awake. You're you're at that point where like
Renzu
you
accidentally made coffee?
He hit his second wind.
yes, you more or less caught your second wind.
He's not a fighter. He doesn't get that.
Said more or less, not exactly a second wind. You're burning off the last of the energy that you had.
Well, it's to fall asleep from being told a story. And out of boredom.
Oh, well, then in that case, then yeah. No, because in that one wasn't. So never mind. I had the opposite. So yeah, you're out cold. You're asleep on the ground.
Yay.
Sorry, 1 second. I've got. There we go.
Krug suplexes Renzu while he's just sleeping like a rock.
I just imagine Krug doing that and planting him so his head is in the ground, but the rest of him is standing straight up. And then and then Brutus just goes, "Haha, you planted an idiot tree."
That's not nice.
He he just moves the legs and the arms in a way to make it look like they're like really weird branches. All right.
Brutus
Well,
hangs his hat and coat.
Victor and Krug are fighting. They get them fighting. They both look a little winded. And Victor looks at the rest of you. So, what are you guys doing next?
Jesus, do we even? Oh wait, we're trying to make our way to the. Oh my God, give me a second here. The prison.
The Boiling Rock,
But
because I mean, you guys just got done dealing with the encampment, the Abbey encampment. Yeah, the Boiling Rock. I mean,
Ah, yes, Dwayne Johnson in a hot tub.
as far as you know, that direction.
Boo, Luke.
Yes, the
Excellent.
boiling rock. I know which one
Gia
you're
said
clicking.
something about wanting to save her brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her brother is in Boiling Rock, isn't he?
As far
I
as you
mean, we
guys
don't
know,
know
yeah.
that.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. I mean, okay, so above game. Not like I'll play it however you wish, but
In game, as far as Bruce would know, he was taking the boiling rock.
okay.
And even Gia doesn't know that for sure. That's just all the intel that we've gathered points to that
Right.
direction.
Well, so what you got was saying that from you could piece together that they're talking about Hama is the one that they took to the boiling directly to the boiling rock because they took the eastern route and everyone else needed to go western to.
Mm.
So, from what you've gotten off of this map, the rest of the fleet is heading towards Boston, direction of Boston City, like this side of the map. Krug will walk over to Renzu and just poke you in the face.
Does Renzu wake up?
I guess I'll roll a strength check.
Breaks your jaw.
He never wakes up again.
Oh no, the forever
No.
sleep.
Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
No? Okay.
While you're asleep? I think so.
I have unarmored defense.
Oh, that's right. You're a monk. You could probably do that.
He goes to poke him, and Renzu slaps his hand away in his sleep.
He uses offhand to poke you? For a 22?
Dang it.
At
You
some
take
point, that's going to foil for you.
you take 2 points of poke damage?
I cast shield.
The Yorkish poke.
No. I don't know. Does Renzu wake up to being poked in the face?
Sure.
Okay. You wake up and you've got this orc staring you in the face with his big meaty like sausage like finger poking you.
I've seen worse.
uh,
Mm.
that concerns me.
Mm.
You've never seen a bald monk sick. Stung by bees.
You're right.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But has anybody else seen an airbending monk?
No.
What do you want, big man?
He pulls you up off the ground, stands you up.
He's like
As
slumped over the rock Brutus brought up to sit on.
he gives up, he walks back over to Victor. All right. Well, sorry. Victor speaks up and all right. So again, what are you guys doing next? Kind of like,
Are we back yet?
um, yeah. We'll see. You guys are like getting in, pulling up.
Two places that come to mind.
Those are.
Bossing Say is what?
Sorry, go
Luke?
ahead.
I was gonna say Bossing Say is the
You cut out there.
am I coming through? Hang on.
Yeah, I can hear you now. You just cut out there for a second.
Okay. What did you hear? Hello?
Bossing say is the, and then you cut out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I said, but.
You're cutting out again.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Discord
kill this.
apparently does not like you saying Bossing Say.
There is no Discord in Bossing Say. I'm getting tired of repeating myself. Earth Kingdom Capital.
Huh.
Boiling Rock. Fire Nation Prison.
Rather not go back to prison.
What about breaking someone out of prison?
What about bacon?
Oh, I'd love
I'm
some
gonna we're gonna take a look around and see like if anyone is like close to us and watching. Like, this might be a good time for like a more private meeting. I'm gonna kind of look around to everyone.
Okay.
Private? What's is something the matter?
I look to Shang, and it's like it's worth discussing as a group.
He just
We'll
kind of looks between both of you, just like waiting for whatever.
Yeah.
Blinking.
Can I just kind of pull us off to the side, just make sure like we're not like I don't know where we are in town right now, but you know,
Like we're not in direct earshot of any townsfolk.
No,
yeah.
you guys aren't close enough for them to really hear you already.
Who knows Cone of Silence?
You'd probably be our best bet, actually. Um,
Do you want Victor and Krug to sit in on this, or is it just you guys?
yeah. I trust them. I don't care.
Okay.
Be like, so we have a few bits of information. It turns out that the Fire Lord has passed away. I don't really understand the politics and stuff. I'm just a gal from the north, but that seems important to a lot of you. She just kind of looks out across the people from this continent.
Zulun, yes?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Has Shang met either Ozai or Iroh?
You would have met Iroh, because he would have sat in on several of the. You would have met Iroh when they were discussing about trying to take over Bossing Say. That would have been the last time you
So
saw
that
him.
was Iroh. I can't remember. Was Iroh always like nice,
No.
or was that after his son died?
He wasn't always nice. He was more level-headed. He became more wise after his son. Like he
Get
turned.
more humbled.
Yes, he became
Yeah.
more humble after his son.
But by reputation, like most of us probably know about him and know that he's a conqueror.
Yeah.
Like he
Of
only
sorts,
failed conquering Bossing Say.
Of sorts, yes.
Like that seems like probably global news.
Yeah. Um.
Is Lord Azulan significant to the Water Tribe? Like, would Pre know about Azulan?
You
Like
guys
in
would know about Zulun because he is the the Fire Lord. It's like the Lord, the Fire Lord,
so,
and then the Haotang family are the big ones that you would know.
mhm. Just
Um,
like in passing.
Word of mouth, yeah.
Hmm.
It
You guys,
seems like safe to say like just like in like the modern day. Like we at least know who all like our world leaders are,
Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
Yes. There's not a whole lot of them, but yes.
And like we
Okay.
know where the capitals of nations are and kind of basic knowledge like that, I think.
Yeah. So, Azulon, uh, Iroh, Ozai, uh, Shang would know more of Iroh and Ozai, but you guys would all know the names because the royal family for them are known usually because of them being part of the military presence.
Hmm.
To be fair, in the TV show, they only really show the Fire Nation having an actual schooling system, so we don't know how well the other nations' schooling systems are.
They showed us.
Hmm.
They showed a schooling, not not to the same extent, but they did show a schooling system in the with one of the Earth Kingdom or Earth cities.
That was a
Hmm.
dojo.
Oh, yeah. Also, the air nomads take pretty huge pride in training their young, if that counts as education.
Yeah. Sorry. King Boomy would be known. Uh, uh and then those other ones, the Hoting family, and then the Fire Lord.
Okay.
Those are like the big names. Okay.
The Water Tribe also trains their young pretty directly, but they're very sexist. Sorry.
Mhm. The Water Tribe, only Pre and Gia would know because they're actually more. They're very secluded from the rest of the world.
They're isolated.
Yes, very isolated.
Also, to my understanding, we don't really do anything. If we make the history books, it's because we got attacked.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm going to kind of look out to the group, and I'm going to be like, "There's another little bit of intel here." And I pull out the missive that I pocketed. It seems the armada that attacked the northern water fortress, um, they are diverting their forces. It seems that the one ship with the prisoners or what have you is heading back to the Boiling Rock like we suspected. They're taking my friend Hama with them for sure. I can only hope that that's where they're taking Noah, as I don't really know where else they would take him. Um, but the rest of the boats are splitting, and they seem to be making their way for well, Bossing say. And I kind of look to Brutus, kind of with a worried expression. I hand him the missive.
Victor turns to you. We have no fight in the dog in this fight.
Hmm.
As far as we know, you guys saved us, so we'll go where you guys need us to go.
Yay.
Well, if you have no love for the Fire Nation and what they're doing, then you'll fit right in with the rest of us, I think. And I just kind of look out amongst the group.
We don't have the greatest rapport with the Earth Nation, though.
Uh, well, then let me be the starting point to that. I'd say you're making great strides already.
It was the Earth Nation that we were at war with.
And like you said before, that's behind you.
Um, I have an idea.
Mm.
Um, what if this was your sort of gift to them? And she kind of holds up the letter.
I'll take it.
If you tell them that you have intel of an upcoming attack, they'd probably be willing to, hear you out. You know, I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I'm not really thinking clearly. Just kind of looks out. What is everyone else feeling?
Hmm. Worth a shot.
Rinzu goes where the wind takes Rinzu.
Rinzu starts flying away. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go.
I'm still determined to save Noah, but I don't know. I don't know if you want to leave your people hanging like that, Brutus. It sounds like they have trouble coming their way.
Warn who we can and keep pressing forward. Something tells me this is about to become much bigger than just us. How does everyone else feel about it?
Anytime the boiling rock is mentioned, Shang gets very nervous.
I'm assuming you're not trying to hide it.
No.
Shang, I know you fidget, or I see you fidgeting every time the words boiling rock are uttered. Do you have history? God, I need to work on the voice a little bit.
It's the highest security prison in the Fire Nation. It's on an island in the middle of a boiling lake. It's inescapable.
In the middle of a boiling lake in the middle of a volcano.
Hey, I was quoting a line. To try and stage a prison break from there is it's impossible. I didn't want to say that, but yes.
I look over at Pri and Gia and just go, boiling lake, huh? He looks over to them and just says, well, looks like we got two waterbenders right here.
It won't help you. Its walls are made of metal. Any bending in there is... Even I'd have a hard time.
Okay. Does anyone have a map of this land?
Let me look into my inventory.
I have navigation tools. I don't know if that has a world map in it.
I'm gonna.
Navigation
No.
tool. No, navigation tools wouldn't have a world map. You just have like a sextant. You'd have a compass. And those kind of things.
You have the ability to make one.
Yes.
Hmm.
Well,
no, actually, those are cartographer's
yeah.
tools.
Yeah,
That's a different kit.
cartographer.
Would
No.
I be able to like roughly make it like a crude kind of map of the boiling rock? I don't know how many times Shang has been there, or if at all.
You can make a map of like the area, but you wouldn't be able to pinpoint exactly where it's at.
Okay. Well, I was specifically looking for like a world map because like I need everything between the boiling rock and Ba Sing Se.
There is no boiling rock in
Do I know enough to just draw a crude picture of the world?
No, you haven't been on the part of the continent long enough.
Okay, so then yeah, I just don't know. I know who the president of the Fire Nation is, but anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know what the world is. The world flat? Did we figure that out yet?
Oh god.
Does Renzu have a map? 'Cause, I mean, I was walking a really long distance. So did I have a map?
you wouldn't have a map of the whole world. You'd have more of a map of like the northern area from the northern to the western air temple, like the general
Can we
area.
just say that I stole a map from my people? And that's how I've been getting around all this time.
Sure. We'll just go with that.
I pull out a map and hand it to you.
Okay, thank you. Gia is gonna spread out because okay, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, so Bossing says here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and the Boiling Rock is where?
Middle of the
Right here.
Okay, thank you, Shang. And we are here in the Abbey. Now, my ship is somewhere in this area. I'm not sure which, but it seems like we're going to need to sail to go in either direction. We're not going to be able to walk there.
It seems like we might be closer to Ba Sing Se if we get to the boat.
Well, we're definitely closer to the Boiling Rock.
Yeah, I mean, from where you guys are at, you guys are closer to the Boiling Rock. But
Mm-hmm.
you got, if you get a boat, you have to sail all the way around, or this is mountain range.
If if I had to if I had to put my 2 cents in here in terms of difficulty of the 2 missions we have ahead of us, to go to this is like a level 7 to level 10 mission. To go here is probably a level 3 to level 7 mission.
Yeah. There's also, it's a weird kind of priority thing because we have prisoners going to the Boiling Rock, but they'll be relatively safe while they're there, as safe as prison is. And we have an impending attack on Ba Sing Se, but no one's conquered Ba Sing Se in hundreds of years. So,
Adventure?
like, as far as any of us are concerned, Ba Sing Se is impenetrable.
I mean, as far as you guys know,
Shang
people should.
Shang thinks the exact same thing about the Boiling Rock.
Hmm.
Brutus just looks to the group, and he'll just say,
Well secured, as Sheng says it is. Maybe going to Ba Sing Se and getting some form of aid would help us getting in.
Well, that brings up kind of our other problem here.
Mm.
We obviously have a mutual enemy in the Fire Nation, and I like the idea of finding more people to help with that cause. I think we all do a lot of damage on our own, and we're really good at covering each other's backs and doing even more damage when we're together, as proven last night. But I think we need more help. I don't see us doing a whole lot for Ba Sing Se or my people. Sorry, Bree, our people. Still not used to traveling. Um, you know, without more friends. I mean, we're gonna need an army to take on the Fire Nation, but no offense, guys, looking over to Victor and Krug. But if we have to put up with a spirit army too, we're gonna need a lot of friends.
You're not wrong. Our armies did span into the thousands.
Gia's eyes just kind of bug out. Thousands of. She kind of wiggles her arms. Magic spirits?
And not all of us looked like me and Krug here. We had bigger ones and we had smaller ones.
Gia just kind of shudders, remembering back to the kitty whippings.
So it averages out.
Yes. Victor is actually going to look over Brutus with a what's his insight? Oh, he's got negative to insight. So 13 to his insight.
To insight me?
Yes.
Okay. I sorry to say I don't know exactly what I'm meant to be hiding.
No. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Victor looks over you. You don't seem like the other Earth nations that were in that camp. What's
Sorry,
different
could you
about
repeat that?
you?
Could you repeat that again? You kind of cut out for me.
Victor just said, you seem different than the other two Earth nation that were in that encampment. What's different about you?
Anger issues.
Those guys got captured. Brutus buries people.
The
Brutus doesn't even.
unmistakable call of
He
destiny.
captures people in a different way.
I was gonna say Brutus just stays quiet and his entire squad answers for him. No, he'll just say, I'm as sturdy and as stubborn as the earth itself. I'm not gonna be captured so easily.
No, that's not it. He walks up to you. Where are your 3 vials that your grandma gave you?
They are in a pouch at his side.
He's gonna reach for one of them.
I'm gonna bat his hand away and what is it? And take a defensive stance. What exactly do you think you're reaching for?
Something on you is not from this world. It's from mine.
Slowly, he'll open a pouch while keeping eye contact with them and pull out one vial. You mean this?
Roll me a d6 really quick.
A D6.
Yes.
Hey, what you
That's-
looking at? We're looking at a 6.
That is a 6. All right. Okay. Where'd that go? Hang on.
What is happening?
When you pull it out, it is a vibrant blue. And if you remember the last time you saw them, they were see-through.
Brutus will actually just say out loud, "Huh? This one changed color."
How many of these do you have?
He pulls out the other 2. My grandmother handed me 3.
One of them is green, one of them is red.
Yay, RGB.
The Magan has thought.
I have all the colors needed for the TV. Anyway. And then he'll just look back down at the other 2. None of these are see-through anymore.
Where did you get these?
As I said, my grandmother. I don't know where she got them from, but before I was kicked out of Omashu, she handed them to me.
Mashu. That name sounds where.
I will point on the map.
Gesundheit.
What? Oh, god damn it, Luke. Thank you. That's the one. The one with the radar ping going off. That's where Omashu is.
So that's right on the border of where our war took place.
Wait a minute. That's about as far from the North and South Pole as you can get. How did you guys get all the way over there?
Huh? Oh, are you asking that in character?
Yeah.
We didn't come from the north or the south. Or yeah, we were from what you guys know, what you guys have marked here as the Great Divide. That's where we came from.
There are more portals than just the poles?
We didn't come through a portal. We were just here.
Oh. Yeah, that's problematic. As you can see, that's like a war on three fronts, at least for our tiny little group.
Brutus is fixated on the vials now.
Roll me a Arcana check
What was that D6 for though? I'm
to
scared.
determine what color you saw first.
Oh. Fuck.
Tell them what you got, Brutus.
I can't tell if that's red. If it is red, it's a nat 1 turned to a 0.
That's
Yep.
that. Yeah, that's a net one.
Okay, so the green shows up fine. The red doesn't on my TV. So I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, so I gotta, because I have a -1 to intelligence. Yeah, that's a 0.
These aren't magic.
I mean, they're different colors than what they were.
Brutus tosses. I was gonna say Brutus tosses them over his shoulder. No, I'm kidding.
What?
He's like, huh, more of grandma's stupid gifts.
Not the
Was-
gunpowder.
Was Shang taught spirit world nonsense while he was growing up, going to like school and shit?
No, because not there were only a few people that you could think of that would have done anything to do with the spirit world.
Okay.
Yeah, and
What about Red?
that would have been more or less from what Shang would know. It was like things that were said during a meeting from like Iroh or from Azulon. Basically, the royal family are the ones that have spoken about it.
Okay. So I wouldn't have any cause to roll to know what these files are.
I'm just gonna straight up ask them.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Shang, to answer Shang's question, no, you wouldn't
Okay.
really have any cause to ask. I think this is the first time that Shang even has seen these too, so there wouldn't be any. As far as you know, this is the color that they are. What are you about to ask, Brent?
Oh, Brutus is just gonna say, I have no idea what these are, but you say it's from the spirit world?
In a sense, can I see one?
He'll hand all three and just have him pick one.
He will grab the red one, and he'll hold it. He'll hold it in his hand and look over it. This he gingerly puts it back into your hand. Don't open that here. Probably best used during a fight. And he'll look at the green and blue ones. These are more okay. I can't tell what's inside of them. Just something about them seem like they shouldn't be here.
They contain genies.
All right. Well, he said not to open the red one here, so that brings up a whole litany of questions. But I'm just gonna gingerly and calmly, with no amounts of beads of sweat coming down my forehead, uh, back into the pouch. But I will make sure to cover them in a cloth so that they have another bit of protection on them.
Okay. Pre. Where would Flicker be?
Flicker's like tucked under my shoulder,
Okay.
my right shoulder.
Victor looks in your direction, gives you a once over, and his eyes fixate more on Flicker. And who are you?
Oh, this little guy? He's Flicker. I found him in one of the Fire Nation carts.
Huh. He turns his body to the rest of the group, and his head stays and then moves back. Well, like we said, you guys saved us, so we'll go where you want us to go. I keeps on his head keeps lolling back over the Flicker every once in a while.
All right. Well, I think the easiest way to do this,
Can I
we
do
can
an
either.
No, sorry. Can I do an animal handling to see how Flicker's reacting to Victor looking at him
Do an
every once
insight
in a while?
check.
Insight. Just a straight roll. 12.
Um, he's he's inquisitive as well. Back at Victor. Um,
But
his
not
head
like,
kind of lolls to the side, but
hmm,
kind of what you're getting.
okay. Continue.
All right. So the way I see it, we have two choices. We can either head to Bossing, say, try to find someone who will take this information from us, and hopefully they'll be grateful enough to provide us with, oh, I don't know, an army to help us fight our cause. Or we can head over to the Boiling Rock and we can try and rescue me and Pre's tribe members who will probably be grateful enough that at least a couple of them will help us out. At very least, my brother will, and we'll be up one soldier, which is better than a maybe, in my opinion. There's
It,
7 of us here, so let's maybe put it to a vote.
Victor will chime in. If we head to the Great Divide, there might be spirits there that might be willing to help out with your cause. Not all of us wanted to be in that war.
Hmm. How readily do you think you could convince them to help us?
Depends on who we find.
Hmm.
If we could find our old crew or our old squad, we might be able to convince them. As if they're still alive.
Another thing you need to understand is not everyone is going to be so easily turned against the Fire Nation. They've been doing this for years. People are afraid.
Well,
Can't
that's
just expect to walk into town and ask them to help you. You're
I
going to
don't.
need a lot more than that.
Sorry. I don't expect anyone to fight who can't. As a matter of fact, I'd rather they don't. I only want people who want to fight this fight with us. That goes for everyone here.
All right, so above game, you guys have got your options. Well, you take a vote.
Gia's gonna, sorry, she has ulterior motives. She's gonna vote that we go to the Boiling Rock. I don't know what else you'd expect.
Shang's against going to the Boiling Rock.
Right, but where do you vote we go to?
The only other place that isn't the Boiling Rock.
No, there's two other places.
There's Bossing Say and there's the Great Divide.
Oh well, one's on the way to the other.
Yeah, I mean, you guys
Well,
can't.
that's
for
our
it.
second question. First, let's figure out where we're going.
So, one for the Boiling Rock, one to head direction of Bossing Say.
My vote's with Bossing Say.
Okay. Pre and Zach and Garrett, what would your guys' votes be?
If I had to choose, I would say Bossing Say.
Okay. Renzu or Garrett, what would Renzu want to do?
Garrett?
Did we lose him?
Uh-oh.
Renzu, are you there? Renzu! Renzu!
While we're waiting for him,
Oh,
Gia,
so as it stands, it's 3 for Bossing Say and 1 towards Boiling Rock.
this is true. As we're kind of waiting for Gear to get stuff figured out, Gia's just gonna kind of grab your hand, Pre, and just kind of give you like a understanding nod, like no hard feelings.
Oh, of course. I understand you have dedication towards your people. I'm just thinking maybe
I'm in the middle of a
you
D&D
had
game.
more.
Oh,
Yes, you are.
sorry. God damn it. Why is it picking up my voice still? Alright, sorry, continue.
How much you want to bet Garrett fell asleep?
You could have. Zenith, if you're still awake, go smack your brother. Please.
He's probably.
Yeah, probably. Alright,
I hope
well,
nothing happened to him.
I'll send a message. Go ahead and figure out what you're doing.
I think we're going to Bossing Say. I think
Okay.
that's the.
Alright, so Bossing Say?
Bossing
Yep.
Say.
Okay.
I'm here. Did I?
Oh, there
What
you
did
are.
Did you ask me a question?
Yeah, we've been trying to get to. What
Oops.
was your? We were taking a vote. Boiling Rock or Bossing Say?
Bossing Say.
All right, so it's 4-1 Bossing Say.
I don't know what happened. I was gone.
All right, so yeah, general ruling Bossing Say. Now, as we wrap up this session, what's the route you guys are gonna want to take?
Well, so that's what I was going to ask. All right. So now that we're going to Bossing Say, we have. I have my ship is crashed. That's about the only options I have for transportation. We can't get there by foot, so we can't hope to get all the way there by cart.
You guys can. It'll just take a while.
Is there a bridge?
No, but with most of the time with these smaller rivers, there's gonna be like some sort of a ferry.
None of these rivers look small to me.
Oh, if we
Well,
travel
like,
by map, we can get there in 60 feet.
Oh
so like this
God.
river here, that river there. If you're gonna ferry it, and not take Severance Pass, like this would be like a ferry. Um, Just like these two bigger rivers would be ferried.
This world must be tinier than I think it is. Because that's like a continental strait, but
The map isn't 1-to-1.
yeah, sorry.
This
I
is
guess I'm
this
overthinking it.
yeah. This is
Okay,
a, this isn't it. You guys have an exaggerated map.
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look to Renzu and Brutus. Like, well, what's the best way to get to Bossing Say?
Renzu does not know.
I would
How
think
Brutus,
he
did the
would.
how did the
Huh?
Fire Nation soldiers that were up in the camp get here?
In the camp.
Yeah.
From what visible signs you saw before everything went down, there were carts there. Um, they would have had to come in through cart because they also did take the two, uh, what you guys assume are villagers from this place.
Yeah.
And with Victor and crew coming in from Great Divide, they somehow cross this river, and they use uh, cart transportation to get up and around.
So these are Fire Nation soldiers that literally travel across continents.
Yes.
I'm assuming it's much like America. Like, Iroh invaded Bossing Say. He cut a swath across the land. I'm assuming the soldiers never left. Right? Like, there's just camps scattered between here and there, you know?
Shang would know that there are camps just kind of pepper sprayed all across the continent.
Yeah.
Would I know off the top of my head where they are? Could I like mark some of them on the map so we know to avoid them or go to them and kill?
You know, like the general location. You wouldn't know exactly where they are.
Okay.
Not without getting closer and actually see what the terrain looks like. Close to the bottoms of mountains would be a good place to. Well, would be a spot you'd think, and then like open areas that have some sort of like coverage, but not a whole hell of a lot would be one for like line of sight. Mountains just make sense because they have something against their back, and they one less side to defend against.
So easy to get cornered.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is our path then.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Huh?
Unless we want to tour down here and go up this way.
I mean, I still think it's possible to go fix my boat, but that's just me. I miss my boat.
Well, and Victor did
Will your
say that.
boat fit this many people?
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
It fits 20 people.
Oh, okay.
It'll probably fit the cart.
Now Victor did say that they might be able to find spirits in the Great Divide to help out. Do you guys want to stop there to try and persuade on the way to Bossing Say, or do you guys want to go straight to Bossing Say?
From what I know, was Gia's boat salvageable in the slightest?
It would take quite a bit of time.
Okay.
Hmm.
With the little time frame that you can come up with, probably not enough time for it, like anyone to really be safe. Like it might take enough time for the soldiers to get to Bossing Say. It might be enough time to get to Boiling Rock, but you're not 100% sure.
Sorry, guys. Too many four locos at the wheel. That boat's bugged.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if that's completely off the table, then yeah, I can only guess at what the best route to go is. If Shang knows, then I guess yeah, that'd be the way to go. Um,
Guess we're just gonna have to walk.
Yep.
Okay.
I know.
Well, with the map in front of you guys and trying to figure out your next plans, and the weight of possibly an impending war starts to weigh on you guys. That's where we're gonna end the session for tonight.
Woo!
Woo.
Oh, night, Zenith. All right. I guess we'll go down the horn here and do the outro. Geared, where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/the Geared Golem.
All right.
I play mini games. MANY mini, not MINI mini.
Luke, where could they find you?
You can find me crying into a bowl of cereal.
Okay. Uh, Mike, where can they find you?
You can find me on Wednesdays at the Geared Golem on Twitch and Sundays at Wolfsbane1025 on Twitch. That's where you can find me.
Brent, where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/Zedum. It's all you're gonna find there are clips. But yeah,
Clips.
hopefully clips. Yeah, but hopefully within the coming couple months should be getting back to it. Hopefully.
Sweet.
Hope.
And Zach, where can they find you?
When I'm not currently measuring stuff out, they can find me at twitch.tv/Zaydon101. I'm kind of on a similar boat. As soon as I get a more regular streaming regimen going, then that's where I will be.
Okay. And when I'm not staring at these people, I have a measuring war on my screen. I'm I'm Wolfsbane1025. You can find me. God damn it, you guys! You can find me there on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Anyone that has missed this during the live stream, you can catch this on YouTube. I'll be uploading this here shortly. And yeah, that's me. So, all right, everyone, have a good night, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.